So we started to voice our opinion out loud about how we felt about this person and what they wanted to do. We're being very loud. So loud, Dave can hear us. And then we hear Dave. America. I yell out to Dave. I said, "Be quiet, Dave. This isn't about you." He taps a button on the dashboard that activates the sliding door. And when the door is about that far from closing, he yells out, "I'm building a wall."
Gucken wir mal. So kommt. Eine wunderbare
I
Strecke.
couldn't even get upset because I was too much in shock over the fact that that came out of someone 4 feet away from me. My buddy Alfred and I, we look like chickens.
Okay.
My cell phone goes off. I take out my phone and there's a text message from Dave.
Was ist denn das überhaupt?
And I said, "That's right, he better say I'm sorry. He better say just kidding." I open up the text
Das hier
message and it
rechtlich?
says, "And you're paying for it."
Ich glaube ja.
And people tell me, "You still work with him after that?" Yes, I do. I trust that man with my life every single night. I know where his heart's at. He can say whatever he wants. At the end of the day, he still has to drive around the king of the Mexicans.
So, ich hatte das hier vor, ne? Also, Moment mal, ich muss mich mal aufschreiben.
The point to this story is, just because you have a difference in opinion, it doesn't mean that you can't have respect for one another.
Nach Lake
You can't
Havasu
have
City.
love for one another. That you can't have incredible friendships with one another. It's our differences that make us special. What a lot of us need to work on is our delivery. It's all in the way you say things. That's why
Okay.
text messages are always misinterpreted.
Nehmen wir das mal an.
Because you read the text according to how you feel. What does it mean, hello?
Oh, ich muss noch tanken auf jeden Fall gleich.
Yeah. Anyway, Dave has gotten us to 48 of the 50 states. He doesn't travel with us outside of America. He prefers it that way. Last year, we got a chance to do a European tour.
Guck ich mir gleich noch mal eine Tankstelle raus.
15 countries. Estonia, Germany, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, UK. We're just bouncing around all over the place.
Ist das Papier oder was ist das?
Out
Keine Ahnung, ja.
of all the countries I performed in, my favorite country outside of home is Australia.
So,
And I'll tell you why.
gucken wir mal ganz kurz auf den Map.
Australia, much like us in America, has its list of priorities. You know what's not on their list? Political correctness.
Ich gucke, ob ich in die Tankstelle noch reinkomme.
They
Ob ich da
do
jetzt dran
not
denke noch.
care about your feelings. It's like a country full of Daves. Believe it or not, it's very refreshing to be around such a
kommt
large
nix.
group of people who speak their minds so freely.
Was it
And
me?
if you know that before you go there, you're gonna have an amazing time. But if you don't know that,
jetzt guck ich
and
eine
you
Scheiße
show
über.
up, it is a culture shock and a half. Because I showed up and I didn't know. Everybody says you gotta see the beaches. And
Mann,
I
du
went
verarsch mich
to
doch
the
jetzt.
beach. I had people coming up to me. "Hey, somebody help me get him back in the water." Yeah, right there, big fella. Look at you right there. Yeah. Oh, look, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. I bet it tastes like gravy.
Einmal drücken. Sorry.
It's not bullying if everyone does it.
Natürlich stehen die jetzt im Weg, ne?
Yeah. That being said, I'm in Australia, Sydney, Australia, at the Opera House. For me, it was one of the most iconic places I've ever got to perform in. It was bucket list, definitely.
Das-
After the show, I wanted to go hang
Das
out with
gibt's
some
denn.
Aussies and see
Ey, du
what
musst
that was
erstmal.
like. I'm hanging out at a pub. First things first, Australian people do not drink Foster's beer. That's an American thing. They don't drink that over there. I tried ordering one to fit in, didn't go over well. Bartender looked at me. "Hey, you like the taste of piss, do ya?" "Okay, don't order that again." So I'm hanging out with these two Aussies.
Erst
and we're
müssen die weg.
drinking rum called Bundaberg. At at first glance, it looks like a Coca-Cola bottle because there's a polar
das ist auch noch
bear on
ewig.
the front.
Boah,
And
ist das
then you
scheiße.
drink it and you're like, that's not Coke. As we're talking, a third
Egal, hier halte ich jetzt erstmal auf, das ist ja nicht so schlimm.
And he sounded a little bit different from the other two.
Aber es hört auch
He
nicht
had
auf,
more
dass
of
von
a
da welche
raspy
kommen, ne?
voice. More like, all right, yeah, mate. Yeah, all
Ist ja
right.
nicht.
He sounded like a drunk pirate underwater. These two guys didn't like him, so they called him a name and they left. And now it's just me and drunk pirate. We're talking about life. Life in America. Life in Australia.
So, wenn die weg sind, muss ich fahren. Aber ich muss hier die Straßen ein bisschen absperren, damit die Leute mich da nicht nerven.
He's showing me how it's done. He's showing me pictures.
Ja.
We wind up polishing off.
Jetzt wird das alles länger, als ich eigentlich wollte.
Of this rum. And drunk wasn't even the right word to describe our level. My tour manager, Ryan, he comes up to me and he says, Gabe, time to go. And I look at Ryan and I'm like, but Ryan, I just made a friend. He makes knives.
Das war gar nicht so einfach gerade.
My tour manager always knows how to talk to me no matter what condition I'm in. If I'm drunk, he knows better than to talk to me like I'm an adult. He talks to me like I'm 2. He looks at me and he says, hey, buddy. You hungry?
Okay, jetzt haben wir's.
Well, listen, if we don't leave right now, they're going to close McDonald's and you're going to have to eat at the airport. I gotta go. Oh, Mom, you gotta go, no worries. And he goes to shake my hand. And when he shook my hand, he put his personal pocket knife that he
Muss
made
irgendeine Tankstelle, da
in
muss
my
ich
hand
rauf.
as a gift. That's for you, Mike. Thanks for being nice. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna cut cheeseburgers with this.
Ah, ich hätte fahren können. Egal. Wir warten noch.
The difference between Snoop's show versus any other talk show I've ever done is that usually there's a person, like a producer or a director, who comes to you and gives you information, like how
Aber ich muss
the
wieder
show
rückwärts wieder
begins,
raus.
topics you're going to cover, how you go to commercial, how you come back from commercial. I've spoken to no one. Snoop just starts talking, and at some point they hit record. I'm waiting for action or a buzzer, something. Snoop just starts talking. Yo, what up, Big Fluff? Big Fluff, all that's hey. Yo, you like music? Snoop, I love music. I love your music.
Oh, ganz hier lang.
He opens up a laptop computer and then he
Boah,
hits play.
ja, teure
And
Preise
the
hier.
next thing I know, we
Sieht schon
are
sehr realistisch
listening
aus.
to hardcore
5 Barrel
Mexican
ist schon.
banda music.
Also $5 pro Barrel ist schon
I mean
viel.
hardcore.
Ich fahr.
And you can hear gunshots in the song.
Nice.
And then a cow. And the whole time Snoop is like, I love it when he go moo. What? I feel like he's messing with me because I'm Mexican, right? So
Sieht aus wie so
I called
typische
him out.
Auffahrt
I said,
wie bei
"Snoop,
GTA 5
do you
irgendwie.
understand what you're listening to?" And he said this, and it scared me. He said, "Gangster recognize gangster." The reason why it scared me was because he was telling the truth. We were listening.
Sind halt jetzt Kurzstrecken, in den nächsten 3 Folgen werden auf jeden Fall Kurzstrecken sein. Weil ich eigentlich gar keine Zeit habe gerade zum Zocken. Aber ich hatte gerade ein bisschen Bock, schon Content zu machen wieder.
Don't speak unless spoken to. That's the code. Next thing I know, Snoop reaches under the desk and he pulls out the biggest blunt I have ever seen. Oh, this sucker was huge. As soon as he pulled out that freaking blunt, I got excited because I wanted to grab my cell phone. Okay? I wanted to grab my cell phone so that I could take a selfie of Snoop in the background being Snoop. So while I'm fumbling trying to get my phone, Snoop starts talking to me again. Yo, Big Fluff. Hit that while I hit this.
Schicke Gegend in Arizona. Doch.
The second I went like that, all of the cameras
Dieses Spiel in Unreal Engine 5. Haben wir das schon mal gesagt? Oder Unreal Engine 6. Mega geil das. Das wäre mega geil.
And now I'm being faced, bro. I'm being faced with a serious situation because, you know, I've talked about friends participating in doing stuff like this, but I've never openly talked about myself, you know. And now I realize that from this moment forward, people are gonna know what happened here with Snoop. So I started trying to find ways to justify it to myself. You know, if you're gonna do something like this on camera, you want it to be with Snoop. You want it to be with Snoop, Cheech and Chong, or Willie Nelson.
Das ist wirklich cool, oder?
Next thing I know, the manager
Oh, das
hands me
wäre
a lighter,
45, ja.
I light it, and I take
Verarscht.
a big hit.
Ist nicht so schlimm.
So listen, I'm doing my best to hold in all this smoke because I don't want to look like a punk in front of Snoop Dogg. I'm trying, I'm fighting, bro. It's hard, you know.
Jetzt wird 45, richtig? Richtig. Hier 55, da wär's
The
wieder.
whole time Snoop is like, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Fluffy going puffy today. I do not remember the rest of the interview. What I remember is my buddy Anthony telling Snoop Dogg and I to stand up for a picture. Stand up, get for a picture. And so Snoop and I both stand up to take this picture. I put my arm around him. I have to put my arm around him because he's much taller than me, okay? Snoop has me by at least
Na, da sind's wieder
5
die
inches.
Texturenfehler.
Shut up, are you?
Aber ist mir egal. Sind jetzt nicht unbedingt, dass sie das Spiel kaputt machen oder so. Das sieht einfach nur lustig aus. Alles so schön dunkel.
You guys are laughing at the wrong jokes. Bow wow. Yeah. Everybody's like, this is a family show. Well, apparently that's how families are made. That was too funny, sir. That was too funny. It's sad how hard she laughed at that as she looked right
Ach
at
ja,
you.
wir gern nicht mehr wieder auf amerikanischen Straßen fahren würde, ne? Also in Real Life jetzt. Hätte ich schon Bock drauf.
Almost like she wasn't even laughing at me. She was like laughing at you. So apparently you
Und ich
guys
senke
have
nämlich mit, damit ich Geschwindigkeit kriege, weil ich darf 65 fahren jetzt.
And now it's awkward for all the kids. So anyway, Snoop and I are taking photos, and then I can hear my son, Dad, Snoop, can my son take a photo with you? Yeah. Get over here. And so Frankie runs up, you guys, and he's so cute because he's geeking out really hard. He's like,
Damn. Die Texturfehler sind so lustig, ja.
Snoop, this is my son Frankie. Frankie, say hello to Snoop. And Snoop looks at me and he's so cool. Snoop is like, yo, this your kid?
Wie gut er die Stimme von Snoop Dogg nachmachen kann, ne? What the fuck?
And Frankie's like,
Was sind das denn für Rohre?
I don't like that name. That's too bad. Get a job. Go. So Snoop and Frankie go into the corner to take pictures.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
War der mit Harry
I walk
Days?
back over to the desk
Okay.
because I want to grab the sheet that has Snoop's name and my name on it. I want to have Snoop autograph it so that I can frame it and put it on my wall. While I'm doing that, Frankie walks up from behind me and he whispers in my ear. Right?
Voll geil, ja. Mit Harry Days. Ja, das ist so schön am Schatten.
What?
Ey.
Would it be okay if I finish smoking that with Snoop?
Ich glaube, weil da zwei Mods einfach sind, die dann miteinander kollidieren, deswegen wird das so. Aber wie gesagt, das ist mir völlig egal.
Now I am being faced with the biggest moral decision of my life. And I'm high.
Was ist das für ein Schild da?
And my mind is racing 1,000 miles an hour. I'm like, should I let him? Should I not let him? Am I a good dad? Am I a bad dad? What's his mom gonna think? I need a Snickers.
I need a Snickers.
And then I thought about it. You know, Frankie, you're over 18. Technically, you don't have to ask me if you don't want to. So as far as I'm concerned, where'd you go? A minute later, I am recording my son in a cloud with Snoop Dogg. And then I sent the video to his mom. Hashtag biscuit blocker, yes I did. Now,
Ja.
did this actually
Drücke
happen?
gerade auf Dingens.
Yes, it did.
Steigt
You
oben
can
auf
go online
45.
and watch the video on YouTube.
35 jetzt.
Punch in Snoop Dogg. Next to that, put Fluffy or Gabriel, and you can see
Lass
the whole
rollen.
thing. Let me know how it turns out. The fact that I got to meet Snoop was awesome. He looked for me.
Bremse hat nicht funktioniert. What the fuck? Was war das denn gerade? Ich drücke auf Bremse, der bremst aber nicht. What the fuck? Naja, egal. Vielleicht habe ich auch auf Gas gedrückt, ich weiß es nicht. Ich habe mich vertan.
Some of the places we're planning on performing this next year, we're talking about going to Germany, we're talking about going to Bulgaria, and India. India's on the list of new places we're going to visit, and I'm excited about India. You know, when I was telling people in England that
Boah, da
we're
kommt
going
gleich
to
Räume.
India, I had Indian people telling me, oh, it's going to be amazing when you go there. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's amazing. And I just stare, and the guy goes, "Why are you staring?" I go, "Because your voice doesn't match the." Oh, you think we all sound like? I'm sorry, dude. I live in America. Indians over there keep it real.
Ich habe eigentlich gemacht, dass das... Na egal.
Yo, we touched down in Los Angeles, sun on the rise. Palm trees swaying, Hollywood in my eyes. Cruising down the strip, got the city on lock. Late night hunger hitting, so I'm ready to rock. First stop, sweet rolls, yeah, I'm loving the scene. Grab a pack of Cinnabon, drip the sugar and cream. Sticky fingers, good vibes, I ain't playing pretend. That cinnamon swirl, hitting like a beat that don't end. Then it's Raising Cane's chicken, sauce on the side. Golden crispy tenders, man, they deep fried pride. Toast on the plate, coleslaw on the line. One box combo got me feeling so fine. Pull up the Johnny Rockets, retro vibes on the track. Milkshake, thick burger stacking way in the back. Jukebox blasting, we ain't losing our voice. Old school down in Finland, yeah, we making that choice. And when the night rolls late, stomach still making noise. We riding out to the spot, hitting up farmer boys. Breakfast all day, burgers big as the coast. Cali dreaming on a plate, man, that's what I toast. From the city of angels to the food I devour. Every bite is a bar, every line got West Coast hunger with a rhythm that flows from LA to the world, everybody now knows.
Weil nur weil ich ihn verdrückt habe, habe ich jetzt so viel Schaden am Auto, ey.
West Coast hunger with a rhythm that flows from LA to the world, everybody now knows.
Egal, nicht schlimm. Es wird nur ein Spiel.
From the city of angels to the food I devour, every bite is a bar, every line got power. West Coast hunger with a rhythm that flows. From LA to the world, everybody now knows.
Ja, kommen wir da rüber, oder? Ja, noch rüber geschafft.
From the city of angels to the food I devour, every bite is a bar, every line got power. West Coast hunger with a rhythm that flows. From LA to the world, everybody now knows.
What is this?
That's a rug.
Did you buy this rug because the neighbors are coming?
Oh my god. Joe, you remember Peanut Hog?
Bit of a contentious environment in here, so I
We
understand.
love a contentious environment.
She's fine, but he is a fucking weirdo.
You know, they seem cool. And she's so pretty.
Have you had tequila?
Joe, put on some music!
What kind of music you into, Hawk?
What is Sade?
What is
She loves
Sade?
that.
We only get a few chances for
Ja, fahr.
What is going on here?
This is fucking crazy!
Can we please do a reset?
Is this from a podcast?
Yes, it is.
We did come down here tonight to invite you.
Invite us.
to join us.
Us.
Me too.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ah, egal. Ich notiere mal wieder alles. Warum? Weil es kann. Ups.
And let me tell you right now, for the 5 people who have never heard of me before, this is for you. I get pulled over one night 2 minutes after coming out of the Krispy Kreme.
Also schönes Motel,
Made a left turn instead of making a right turn, but I wasn't
wie man es so
paying
kennt von
attention
Amerika.
because I had a box, right? I was like, oh, you're gonna get it when you
Lässt du nicht rein? Nee, lässt du nicht. Dann gehe ich nicht hin rein.
I make a wrong
Nein!
turn all of a sudden.
Ich hab's doch jetzt nicht ab, Alter. What the fuck? Ah, dieser Hund.
Later.
Überleg ich nochmal.
The officer is taking forever. I said, forget this. I grabbed the box of donuts, I put it on my lap, I flipped it open, I was
Direkt
like,
mit Fernlicht an. Das mache ich so, weil es ist dann besser ausgeleuchtet einfach, das Spiel.
and just as I was about to tear it up, the officer gets to the window and he's like, you know why I stopped you? It was too easy. I picked up the box and I said, 'cause you can smell it.
Was für eine Gegend hier, what the fuck? Ah, ich habe ja auch mal 45 hier rum. Sag ich doch.
You're probably wondering, why did we pause the special? Again. Well, I just wanted to let you guys know that most comedians would have already said thank you,
Also,
good night, go
ich habe auf
home,
Shuffle gemacht, ne? Trotzdem kommt jetzt nur das gerade.
Please call me Netflix. But this guy is not most comedians. That's what happens when you hire a Mexican. We love overtime.
Thank you for still willing to hear a joke that's over 20 years old. I grew up watching you too.
Aha.
Chills on that one. Mira, mira, mira. That was beautiful. I love you too. And that, seriously, guys, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man sieht sogar einen kleinen Spiegel links, einen Rückspiegel, der Sonnenuntergang. Wie schön rot das denn das ist. Oh, seht ihr das wohl nicht. Mega geil. Hat er mir gerade die Schuppe gegeben, weil ich Fernlichtern hatte? Oder sah es nur so aus? Muss ich beobachten, wenn noch jemand entgegenkommt. Ist ja lustig, dass sie darauf reagieren würden. Sieht die ganze Zeit aus, als würde der vor mir die ganze Zeit bremsen. Erster Aufenthalt in Lake Havasu City.
Can I give you some advice? I'm like, who does this guy think he is to try to get me advice? I'm funnier than him. That's what I thought, because at the age of 21, I was a punk. I really was. And so, I don't know what got into me where I said, sure, I'll hear you out. And I just stood there. And he said, listen, you're really like
Ja, schauen wir noch.
on stage. And that's what
Welche?
I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. If you cut all
Haben wir das auch nicht geschafft. Das sollte eigentlich eine Großstrecke sein. Haben wir trotzdem fast eine halbe Stunde gebraucht dafür.
Okay? No one loses their ass and says, "Oh, shucks." No. I heard some of you cussing before the show. When the fuck is it gonna start? Yeah, I heard you. I heard you.
Ja, ich hatte so wenig Zeit habe, werde ich aber keine Einparkversuche machen.
So, anyway.
Das dann direkt beenden, also keine Bonus-EP oder so. Ich habe einfach keine Zeit.
Cut the cussing out of your show, take out the filthy material, and I don't know why I listened, but I did. And he was absolutely right. All of a sudden, I started getting opportunities left and right. I started getting booked at colleges, high schools, churches, fairs, and then the big one, casinos. Back in the day, you had to be squeaky clean to perform at a casino. But that's not the
So,
case.
von
Now,
links abbiegen.
doesn't matter what you do up here, they want to book you. But back in the day, there was only a few people who could pull it off. And I was fortunate enough to be one of those people. So I remember I got booked
dann waren
to
wir hier.
perform at a casino
Auch
called
schick hier, ne?
Morongo in Southern California. And I'm
Blackwell
backstage with the
Pharmacy,
booker,
okay.
the lady that hired me for the function. And she goes, so, no.
Minimarke, Delikatessen.
No filthy material? No filthy material. Good luck out there.
Okay, okay.
And it was just me. I didn't have openers. It was just me. It was a voiceover on the freaking speaker, right?
Home
Ladies and
store.
gentlemen, please welcome comedian funny man, Gabriel Iglesias. And then I walked out there, right? I offended the entire audience in 5 seconds. And I did it.
Da oben ist schon das Ziel.
Freaking 22-year-old kid was up on stage.
Was fordere die Flagge von Arizona?
Hey everybody, is this a regular casino or is this an Indian casino?
Ja.
You see how you all know? I didn't.
Da haben wir immer rüber. Britische und amerikanische Flagge. Warum das hier so ist, weiß ich gar nicht. Aber es ist schön hier irgendwie.
Was a life experience that I'll never forget. As soon as I said
Irgendwie ist das echt schön hier.
the entire front row, which comprised of the tribal
Barbecue
members
Grill.
from the casino, they all stood up, and one of them called me out in front of the entire audience. Hey, you don't say that anymore. The proper term is Native American. Please show respect. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. And I felt horrible, and I was so embarrassed. Fortunately, I had a second show at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock hits, I take the stage. I didn't need to be told 1,000 times that I messed
Haben wir das auch geschafft?
That one time of me getting shamed in front of the entire audience was all I needed.
Geht ja gar nichts.
That's why I'm a firm
Das
believer
kann er,
in
ne?
shame.
Da kann ich fahren. Lester & Sons. Eingabe. Zack, zack, zack. Wie gesagt, keine Zeit. Bam. Ah, ist nicht besonders viel Kohle.
Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Iran's Revolutionary Guard fired a barrage of missiles and drones at Kuwait and Bahrain, striking a terminal at Kuwait's international airport, killing one person and wounding at least 60 others. The attacks came after the U.S. carried out strikes on Iran's Qeshm Island. In an interview with the New York Post, President Trump said the Strait of Hormuz, quote, could be
Phoenix war aber schon. Flagstaff war halt auch schon.
Meanwhile, Secretary of State
Indio.
Marco Rubio told
War ich
Congress
schon
Tuesday
Indio?
that Washington
Indio war ich noch nicht. Das war auch schon eine längere Strecke, ne? Aber geht aber eigentlich, oder?
And insisted any sanctions relief is contingent on Iran
Aber eigentlich würde ich gar nicht gerne wieder nach Dingen zurück. Was ist das hier? Camp Verde. Irgendwas nach Camp Verde?
Walk away from negotiations with Washington, but will move into direct military confrontation with Israel. It comes as the Treasury Department announced a new round of sanctions targeting
Ja, da muss ich halt zurück nach Kali.
Iranian cryptocurrency exchanges.
Nicht das hier.
Israel killed
Aber
at least 8
erstmal
people in
vorbei mit der
southern
Folge. Bis dann,
Lebanon
tschüss.
Tuesday,